So the comm you just heard was a Coast Guard rescue vessel heading out of the inlet, telling me that they had eyes on me and requesting that I remain inside the inlet as they were headed out to take the occupants off of what we thought was a disabled sailboat.
Sailboat from Coast Guard 45715, are you guys just going to attempt to just get in the inlet, or? I'm doing pretty good so far. Alright, Captain Roger, now we're just going to be following you in for now. Over.
That last communication was the Coast Guard speaking with the customer. Coast Guard has determined that it is too rough out there for them to tow them in and have offered to pull them off the boat. Customer has refused and has decided to come into the inlet under sail with no engine power. Coast Guard is going to escort them in. A little background here is that both our dispatcher as well as the Coast Guard have been in communication with this vessel since 11 o'clock the night before. They were headed to Jacksonville when they lost engine power and have turned around and are headed back towards Ponce Inlet. I've been on my boat since about 6:30 in the morning here at the inlet, waiting to determine at daylight whether it was safe enough to go out and pick them up. I'm not sure what possessed this captain to attempt this trip, as the weather has been calling for thunderstorms, high winds, small craft warnings all weekend. So at this point, the Coast Guard has departed, and I am fully expecting to be throwing these folks a tow line here any minute and taking them to safe harbor. Instead, the customer went radio silent on me, would not answer phone, would not answer VHF. I pulled up alongside, and the customer indicated that my services were not needed because they felt they could get to Anchorage under sail. In cases like this where a non-member requests the towboat and then later asks us to stand down, there can be a question on obligation to pay. Fortunately, our dispatch was able to work that out, and I was free to return to base. Unknown to me at the time, this was not the end.
One pathetic sob story later.